which means that I've got a full guide for you guys on everything, which trust me, if you've already played the update, then you know that the guy in the middle has certain cravings. I have the full list for you guys on what you need to go ahead and combine together in order to be able to satisfy the cravings. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here because some of you might be completely clueless, so let's get started. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. We do this every single week, and we're probably live right now. But as I was saying before, here in the center, we have Chris P's Kitchen. The premise of this is actually rather simple. Every single hour, Chris P over here is going to basically crave a certain food. If you notice right now, it says at the top, there's 10 minutes until the next craving. And to the left of him here, it says cake would be nice. So basically right now, what he's craving is cake. Now for this, the specific ingredients that we're going to need is going to be 1 watermelon. So we're going to submit that inside of the pot. We also need 2 corn. So let's go ahead and drop in both of our corns here. And finally, 2 bananas. So we're going to dump in both of these. Let me see which is the bigger one here. Let's go with that one. So right there we have 1 watermelon, 2 corn, and 2 banana. Let's go ahead and hit the cook button. And you'll notice in the top left-hand side, there is a counter that's going to begin. We can obviously go ahead and wait the 20 minutes, or for those of you that have Robux, you can go ahead and spend that to skip it. For the sake of the video, I am going to spend the Robux to skip this, but I highly recommend that you don't do that. Once you've done that, go ahead and collect it. For inside of your inventory, as you can see right down here, you're going to get a rare watermelon banana corn cake. At this point, you're going to go ahead and talk to him again. Say, try this food I cooked up. And he's going to say, let's see here, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, you're going to get rewarded with a couple of different things. I got corn rewarded, 25,000 shekels, as well as some other thing. Nothing really too crazy. Now, in theory, there's only 7 minutes left for this craving, so if I was doing this completely free to play, then I obviously don't have time to go ahead and cook up another one because it is going to be another 20 minutes. But if you're spending Robux and you're paying those 39 to go ahead and skip the timer, then you technically could go ahead and really take advantage of this to get a lot of rewards. Now, I'm sure at this point you're asking me, well, what are the other cravings that he can have? On the screen right now, I've gone ahead and written everything out in Notepad, starting from the very top over here with soup, and then the ingredients right after with the quantity. And here you have the name of every single one. So you got cake, sandwich, pie, burger, waffle, salad, hot dog, hamburger, ice cream, pizza, and donut. So it should be fairly simple. You can go ahead and pause the video, take a quick little screenshot, share it with your friends, send the link of the video, whatever it may be. That'll go ahead and make your life a lot easier. Let's see what the next one is here. So this one is actually waffle. So if we were to follow the list here, it'd be 1 pumpkin and 1 watermelon. So it's actually fairly simple. And we can pretty much rinse and repeat this over and over again for the next hour because it doesn't change the craving until the hour is over. Now, as for the rewards that you can get from this, you have shekels, a mutation spray being burnt. We also have 5 watering cans, a reclaimer, 3 corn, the food crate, which has a lot of pretty cool stuff. The golden hot dog statue is kind of like whatever, but things like the hot dog cart, as well as even these really easy cakes, for those of you that are into cosmetics, they're actually pretty cool. And of course, the cheese mat is also pretty sick. As for the new seeds inside of here, we got ourselves a artichoke. And if we scroll down a little bit, I believe there is, here it is, the taco fern. That is another one of the new ones. And then of course, the gourmet seed pack, which inside of here you have onion, jalapeno, crown melon, sugar glaze, tall asparagus, as well as the grand tomato at a 0.5%, unfortunately. Now, if we sort of go through here for the rest of the stuff, it is more or less just kind of like decent things. Obviously, we're going to go over some of these pets, like for example, the mochi mouse over here. There's also a mutation spray for fried and a mutation spray for honey glaze. And then down here, the pancake stack, I believe this is a cosmetic item, but I've actually not seen a single person with this. Now, right above that, you'll notice that there is another pet shard in the game now being fried. And of course, brand new pets with the gourmet egg. We have the bagel bunny, pancake mole, sushi bear, spaghetti sloth, and the French fry ferret. Like we always do, I'll go ahead and show you guys what the passives are on this in just a little bit. Before we do that, I do want to go ahead and show you pretty much like the meats and potatoes of this entire update. So obviously the event was the most important thing. The second most important thing is that yes, we have ourselves trading for this update. The way that trading works is rather simple and straightforward, but there is also a little bit of a catch to it. If we make our way over here to the gear shop, You'll notice that inside of here, there is two brand new items. First, we have the trading ticket, and then right under it, we have the Grandmaster Sprinkler. As I'm sure you've already guessed it, you do need trading tickets in order to be able to trade with other players. Each one of these tickets costs 1 mil, and for the most part, from what I've seen, there's usually only like between 1 or 3 in stock. The Grandmaster Sprinkler over here is worth 10 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Unless that's been changed by the time that it goes live, that is the price that it is right now in the test server. If you want to buy a Robux, it is 279 Robux, and the trading ticket is 19. Moving down over here to the crafting recipes, we have 2 brand new seeds, Twisted Tangle as well as Vein Petal. As you can see, to craft these, you need cactus, bamboo, cactus again, except the actual cactus instead of the seed, and a physical mango, not the seed, and obviously 50,000 shekels. Over here for the Vein Petal, we need orange tulip seed, daffodil seed, a beanstalk, and a burning bud with 650,000 shekels. Up here for the Twisted, 15 minutes craft time, Vein Petal, 20 minutes. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't have a burning bud inside of the test server, and I literally haven't been able to find anybody that can just give me one. If it was the live servers, I actually have one over there, but it is what it is. The Twisted Tangle, on the other hand, I do have. It is right over here. I guess it's also a good time to go ahead and open up this exotic gourmet seed pack that I have, even though I'm probably not going to get anything crazy. Let's see. Oh, we were so close, bro. Anyways, here is an onion seed. This is likely a one-time use. Yep, it is. Sure enough, a one-time use. Magnifying glass on this bad boy is 9,000. Now, conveniently for me, we joined somebody that actually has a jalapeno. They also have the sugar glaze, a tall asparagus right here, a couple of onions on the ground, and the crown melon over here. This is basically what they look like. Pretty cool, to be honest. The asparagus is just kind of like a glorified bamboo, basically. And then, of course, he has this really ridiculous elephant ear that's just taking up like all the screen. Now, there's pretty much 2 seeds that I can't really show you guys right now, and that's because at the current state of the test server, I don't believe these are actually done. But that's basically the taco fern, which you get as a reward from inside of the actual crisp peas event here. And the other one being the grand tomato, which is from the new seed pack. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and move on to the spicy stuff, the things that you guys look forward to the most, and that is the pet passives. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, I am going to show trading, just leaving that for the end of the video because it's pretty basic and it's not really anything like incredibly important that you need a guide for. With that being said, let's jump over to the pet passives. We're going to go over all of these in order from common all the way up to the rarest one. Starting off right here, we have the Bagel Bunny. Keep in mind, a lot of these are pretty much reskins. None of these are actually really good. Maybe you guys will have different opinions, but you know, that's just the way I feel. Either way, Bagel Bunny here is a common. Every 42 seconds, it eats a carrot for 5.10x value bonus. That's it. Next on the list, we got Pancake Mole. Every 78 seconds, it digs down in the ground to find treasure, can dig up gear or shekels. Next, Sushi Bear. Every 78 seconds, 15.27% chance a nearby fruit becomes chilled or frozen. Next, Spaghetti Sloth. Every 13 minutes, it goes to a nearby fruit, does a cooking, applying pasta sauce or meatball mutation, which keep in mind, those are all 3 separate. So pasta, sauce, or meatball mutation is what I'm trying to say. Next up, this one is Mochi Mouse. So this is the one that you don't get from inside of the brand new egg. Instead, you get this as a reward from the Crispy Pea event. It says all active food type pets gain an additional 1.93 XP per second. Every 10 minutes, it gains an additional 522.93 bonus XP. Now, this one is a little bit cut off up here, but this is the rarest new pet. So 0.5% chance to get this. It is the Fry Ferret, if I'm not mistaken, but it says every basically 1 hour, it increases a random pet's level by 1. Ability cannot be mimicked or refreshed. So again, like I said, nothing really too crazy. So as promised before, here is the trading ticket. We're going to go ahead and try and initiate a trade here with somebody. Let's walk up to this guy. Hey, will you trade me really quick just so I can show it? So here it is. This is the UI, shows the value on the top. I can go ahead and, for example, add pets and fruits, which are the only things that can be added. So if I was to add this pet, it'll show you at the top, it is valued at 8.9k. His is valued at 24. I can then go ahead and either add shekels, he can add shekels, or I can just go ahead and press accept, and take his 2 strawberries for my 1 Shiba. He's pretty much scamming me right now, but it's okay. I gave it to him. There we go. That's the trading system, and that is pretty much the entire update right there. I think the most important part is obviously going to be the passive abilities, as well as that list that I gave you guys earlier on in the video, which is pretty much going to explain how to do the entire event, which is kind of like the most challenging part, trying to figure out which recipe is for what. So again, if you'd like to, make sure you share this video